Greetings, YouTube, and I welcome you to chilly North Georgia. I promised you a video on the Samsung A02S. It's a new Samsung model that came out, I guess, maybe a year and a half ago. Came out as $179. As you saw in my previous video, I got it at Walmart for $39.99. I found it online. I made them price match it in the store, and within me getting out and going outside and checking it again, it had been taken down and moved back to $49.99. I guess I don't know why they keep doing it. They've done it several times. I've seen them do it many times. Nevertheless, I promised you a review. I'm going to tell you what I found out about the phone. I'm sure it'll change as time goes on. The phone seems to be making excellent quality videos and what have you. It is a 720p screen, has 6.5-inch display. It's a 32 gigabyte model. There is a model, it's a 64 gigabyte model. It's got a 13 megapixel camera in the back with another 2 megapixel wide and 2 megapixel depth. So evidently it's got a pretty decent camera module on the back side of it. You're going to have a 5 megapixel front facing camera. It's running Android version 11. It's able to hold a 512 gigabyte micro SD card. Audio sounds, but I'm sure it can be worked on too. It's rated with 40 hours of talk time. I don't see how that's possible, but we'll see. It does have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. We will see. It's running the Qualcomm Snapdragon 450, I believe is what it said, and it's got an octa-core with a 1.8 gigahertz speed processor. I found I can scroll through YouTube as fast as possible and no problem whatsoever. If you get the 64 gigabyte model, it comes with 3.8 gigahertz speed processor, a lot faster, twice as fast, twice as much. Your side buttons and the bottom buttons along the side of the phone can be changed, so it acts more like the Motorola. I don't know if you've seen the Motorola, how you can change how it works and how it operates, the look and feel and what it does. I really like that Samsung's incorporating that. I think it's really cool that they're incorporating that. For instance, you can go to your settings, you go to your advanced features, and you can actually reduce your animations if you want to, have your phone work on something else other than animations. You can take those animations away. If you like the animations, leave them there. It's totally up to you how you want to set the phone up, which I really like. It's more of along the lines of an open source deal. A good friend, I fix shit, got me into the open source. We both have the open source 3DR Solo, which is starting to make a comeback. More about that later, I digress. Start talking about drones and just lose it. You see that little sparkle in my eye? The settings menu, a lot of people have trouble setting up their phone. I think this phone has got one of the best navigation menus I've ever seen in it. It's for simple-minded, simple folk. You can go in there into the settings menu and you can search whatever you're looking for, and it just doesn't give you text and tell you how to get to something. It actually has a live button you can push and it takes you right to it. I thought that navigation feature was really cool, more like the Motorola line. It's being, that's one for my bloopers. The split screen view. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna do a screen recording. I'll put it in somewhere right about here. Now I do have the GoPro set up right over there, and it's been recording this B-roll footage, so I'm gonna throw some of that in also. I'm gonna see what happens. I wanted to shout out to iFix Shit. Keep doing what you're doing. I've been looking at some of your older stuff, and it's just the way the way it almost acts like a loaf of bread. You put it up there and it starts growing, and it starts growing, and it starts growing, and finally it reaches its potential and it bakes off, and you have a beautiful marinated evergreen piece of content. I'm gonna start talking a lot about content because I have some connections to help you folks out with content. It might cost you a little bit of money, but I mean, what's your time worth? I know of a machine that you go out, you fill out a brief, and you put this brief up into this machine, you input it, and the machine will actually write your content for you. Probably what would take you 2 hours, and this machine can write it in 20 minutes. That's a lot of time saved. Just depends on what your time's worth. We'll talk about that more later. That'll be on another totally different video. Let me know what you think about the video quality here. I'm going to post this in a couple of different places, probably over in Quora, probably maybe Facebook, or I doubt Twitter. I don't understand Twitter. I never really have. I know a lot of y'all use it, and I've tried to look at you and follow you. It's just almost impossible to me to. I'm looking at Tubi. I don't know exactly what Tubi is, but we're going to see what that is too. I'm going to start expanding, doing different things. Take care of yourself. Let me know what you think. Any pertinent information will be down in the description box below. It is the Samsung Galaxy A20S. This is Silvertop Flyer, signing out.